Okay, this is your very last lesson for your research project for To Kill a Mockingbird. Today, I'm going to show you how to create that Works Cited page, format that Works Cited page in correct MLA 8 format, and it's going to be so fast and so easy, it's going to blow your mind. Okay, let's get started. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is let's just go ahead and look in our drive. We've got 3 different folders because we got articles from Gale Literature, novels for students, and our opposing viewpoints article. So let's create this Works Cited page. Open up that first folder, and I'm going to go and open the first article, open it with Google Docs. Now I'll show you a shortcut to the bottom. Instead of scrolling all the way down right here, if you go to View and then put a check mark by Show Document Outline, then you get this cool little outline over here, and the highlighted passages, that's the stuff that we highlighted in text. So you scroll up just a little bit, and then here is your source citation. So right here, I'm just going to triple click, hit Control-C, then let's open up a new Word document, and let's call this Word document, ready for this? Works Cited. Okay. Then we're just going to hit Control-V. Now we've copied and pasted that article. Okay. So let's go back and let's get our next one. Open it with Google Docs. We're going to go, come on, we're going to go to our highlighted passages, scroll up just a smidge, triple click on that citation, and Control-V. Okay, so you get the idea of what we're doing, right? So we can grab this one. Highlighted passages, scroll up just a smidge, copy, paste. Okay, so let's grab this one. Adoya Pond. All right, highlighted passages. I think you're getting the point. Triple click. But I want to have enough that you can really get that. Okay, so the next thing, we've got this one they're opposing viewpoints. So let's just grab one of these. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of them. Passages. Triple click. And then come right here and paste. And then, all right, for this last one, if you guys, in fact, got anything from one of the articles in Novels for Students, okay, that big volume, there is a different way that you cite that. So let's open it with Google Docs. Let's do the same thing. We're going to scroll to the bottom. Now we got a lot of stuff right here. Okay, so we're going to go to our highlighted passages, and right above this is the source citation. But if we used one of these articles by Brian Aubrey, Richard Armstrong, or something like that, then that's not going to be our title. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab not the title, but just the Novels for Students all the way to the end. And we're going to copy that part, and we're going to paste it right here. And I'm going to come back. We're going to go right back to that particular article, because let's say that we got the one from Richard Armstrong. So Richard Armstrong, if you scroll, like he's the author, but if you scroll to the bottom of his, basically you just go to Dean Shackelford, and his is right above. See where it says source right here? Richard Armstrong, blah, 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 blah. What we're going to do is this, okay? I'm going to come right here. I know his name is Richard. Just bear with me, folks. I'm going to copy that part. and I'm going to paste it right there. And it's always last name, first name. Okay. Now, this is the original article. Okay. It was reprinted in this database. Okay. So what we're going to do is that's the original citation, but we're going to put capital R P T for reprinted in, and then go right here where it says novels for students and hit backspace. That, I know it's crazy, but that's your citation. So if you are citing that in context, you're going to put Armstrong in parentheses within your text. All right, so we have all these beautiful things right here. I'm going to kind of minimize that. So let's go ahead and format it because we've got all of our citations right now. So I'm going to go Control A, and I'm going to select all of my text because I want to make sure that it's all the same. Times New Roman, and it needs to be 12 point, right? And the whole thing needs to be double spaced, okay? Now I'm going to have an extra space right here where I spaced down. So I'm just going to go right here, hit a backspace. Okay, so the next thing that we've got to do is we've got to set our margins because our margins are all jacked up. So let's go to File and scroll down to where it says Page Setup. And the top, the bottom, the left and the right both need to be 1 inch margins. Okay, so you set them to 1. Now we've got our 1 inch margins. Okay, now this part, don't worry about where it says Works Cited because that part is beautiful. Okay, if you notice that that's one author, that's another author, and then, okay, so they need to be in alphabetical order, okay? Before you can put them in alphabetical order, you need to go get an add-on. And this is like one of the super cool add-ons that you could possibly get. You're gonna love me for this, I promise you. So you go up here in your little toolbar, click where it says add-ons, and you're gonna go to Get Add-ons. When you get there, you're gonna type in sorted paragraphs. Now, keep in mind, all of this information is on the under handy dandy handouts on the library webpage. Okay, so if you go to the tab on handy dandy handouts, all of this is there step by step with screenshots. So when you click on sorted paragraphs, you're going to install it and give them access. And then when you come right here, you're going to highlight just your citations, okay? Because you know Armstrong doesn't go at the bottom. So we're going to go up here. We just highlighted that part. And now we're going to go to add-ons and we're going to go sort A to Z. And it will sort them alphabetically, okay? Now, here's the problem. I'm going to show you this. See how women in politics, that's an unsigned article. So the way that things get alphabetized, they get alphabetized by punctuation, then numbers, then letters, beginning with the letter A. Well, W does not come before A. So if you just temporarily delete those quotation marks when you're doing this with an unsigned article, you don't have an author, then when you go to add-ons and you go to sorted paragraphs and sort A to Z, it will be correct. You just have to make sure that you remember to come back and put the quotation marks right there. Okay, so the next thing we have to do, folks, is do that funky hanging indent, okay? The reason for that hanging indent is so that it just makes it so much easier to see your sources. Not a regular paragraph because it's kind of obscured, but when you've got the author's last name hanging off all by itself, it's so much easier to see. The part that's hanging in that hanging indent is the part that you put in parentheses when you're doing your in-text citation. Okay, so right up here, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see this, okay? I've got my ruler, and if you don't have your ruler handy, you can go up here and to view and click show ruler. So I want to see the ruler because I'm going to grab the triangle, okay, and see it says 0.00. I'm going to drag, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Golly, I'm going to drag that triangle because it's moving both of them to where it says 0.5. That's in ½ inch, okay, and see what it did. Then I'm going to grab just the top part, just that little rectangle, leave the triangle where it is, and I'm going to drag that back to home, 0.00. Boom, there's my hanging indent. Isn't that beautiful? And now it's perfectly alphabetized. It's got the hanging indent, and y'all, that took like a whole 5 seconds. Well, it took a little bit longer, but whatever. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my header, and I need to insert a page number. I'm going to select this one where it has all the page numbers on every page beginning in the upper right-hand corner, and then it puts it way over here. So I'm going to place the cursor right in front of it. I'm going to go to my right margin line, and I'm going to type my last name, 3 spaces. I hate that it does that. I've got to change those settings. Okay. I know how to spell my name. It always does that. Sometimes it auto corrects my last name to Chunky. So, I mean, it could be worse. So anyway, you have your last name, 3 spaces right before the number. It needs to be on the right-hand side of the page. And then you click anywhere in that page outside of the header, and ta-da, see, it's got my name on the second page too. And that is how you do a Works Cited page in just a few minutes. And when you get good at this, I'm telling you, it's going to take you like less than 2 minutes after you've copied and pasted it to get it all squared away. Beautiful, just beautiful. And there you have it, folks. That's a Works Cited page. That's setting it all up, MLA, doing all those super cool things like the hanging indent, your header, all your spacing, your font, and setting it all at one time. And I tell you, these little tricks will save you tons and tons of time, I know that your Works Cited page only is going to have at least 3 or 4 different citations, but like I said before, I've done papers where I've had multiple sources. And so that little sorted paragraphs makes alphabetizing so much easier. So again, if you have questions, be sure to email me. You can run up here and ask me a question in person. I will sit down with you. I will help you any way that I can.